Check it out, baby dolls. Welcoming you back to crypto's juiciest news. You've witnessed one of the darkest days of crypto. And yes, my heart is broken. And you're probably wondering why? But we're recovering a bit, which we are, friends. We're going to go through the prices and everything right now. But the reason why my heart is broken is because I know how much we're going to diminish in the future. I know the growth rates have been lowering every single cycle. You already can see from the stats and the data, some say data. Let me know in the comment section which one it is. Are you a data or a data, Maxi? There's too much liquidity dispersed. Another way of saying there's too many coins, there's too many paths, and they're not concentrated enough. So there can only be a few of like the loudest cheerleaders of coins, because that's what we are trading, right? We're trading attention spans. Crypto doesn't trade off cash flow stuff, because people who do think like that, they're in the stock market world right now. When we onboard the whole world, their whole cash flow mentality eventually comes in. But right now, we don't even have enough proper products to do that. I mean, you might say, wait a minute. My friend Tommy, you always tell me that Ethereum, my friends over there at Ethereum, they're a cash flow positive product. Yeah, little Timmy, they are. But when you tell them that it's down, freaking, it dropped down here, down 75% after 8 years against Bitcoin. That's disgusting, by the way. It's literally like you have a profitable company and you can't even outpace gold. Just to let you know. Imagine you told people, hey, we've got a great company. They're really profitable. They're a profitable business. It's amazing to own. There's workers. There's a coffee machine. There's cold water from the taps. Yes. And they say to you, oh, wow, let me chart it. Gold's growing 8% per year. And then your thing for the past 4 years has been only growing at 3%. You're like, wow, you can't even outperform gold? Literally gold, a pet rock? That's how disgusting is that? You're like, bro, you're the most useless company ever. You said it, not me. That's the cash flow mentality. That's how it's a tough game. It's a tough game. Now, friends, let's go through everything. Let's play some pump music, because we've had a good recovery, okay? So obviously what happened? Well, a lot happened, right? So Bitcoin, friends, hits $49,000 just to go through. Bitcoin hits a whoppingly sad $49,000. Here it is on the Coinbase chart. Okay, it goes all the way down here. Now, if we go down to 1 hour, you can see we did have this classic. This is what markets do, right? They come down, quick, crashing structure. Everyone thinks, oh no, one more down, that's it. And then you do that. So we need this to basically just go back to your 60K level. We need that. I mean, it seems so close, right? But that's pretty much it. Now, I'm going to change to the daily chart, friends. This is something to note. There is a big volume signature here, which is what we needed. Before the US session, that's why I was all eyes on the US session of everything that was happening. And something I noticed as well, which I'm going to show you, very interesting. You see this day, March 5th? March 5th is here, right? On this day, I know what March 5th is. March 5th was the day that some PulseChain influencers publicly tagged me and basically said I'm an idiot in their own ways, right? They're probably trying to be nice. Basically calling me an idiot for even suggesting that Altseason could be over. And that was the top of most of the altcoins. Now, friends, when I say this, like I didn't sell. I'm just telling you, like, man, that sucks. It could be done for now. I'm playing the whole cycle, right? I'm playing the whole cycle. You're playing the whole cycle. We're not here to trade in and out, because what if I'm wrong? Always go like, well, what if I'm wrong? Or you miss out all the life-changing gains that you've been waiting 4 years for. That's not worth it, because you got to hold anyway, right? But yeah, we did go down. PulseChain, for example, from this point dropped 81%, literally from this point. And it was interesting. That was a high volume node. Isn't it funny, friends? That's actually, well, I don't know why I did that. It's just, it's insane, right? Now we go back to Bitcoin now. This is the high volume node. And that's interesting. If you want to compare it though to the past, you probably want to see what zombie virus was. We can actually see it right here. See this volume here? I'm actually going to just draw a line out sideways so we can see how far. Yeah, there were these big events. This is zombie virus up here. So yes, it wasn't as big as zombie virus, but yeah, we didn't go as much. Zombie virus dropped like, 60% in a day. It would be like Bitcoin going down to freaking 30K here. If Bitcoin went down to 30K, okay, you get a volume node that much. But it's nice to see that, yes, there was a lot of buying to come back in and put it back in the range. It is lovely to see that. Now, friends, obviously the most... Look, I don't use the word concerning, because like it's done. We're done with the worst news. It's just, yes, we are diminishing. Yes, Ethereum is the third cycle curse. I made 4,000 videos. But man, friends, I'm honest with you guys. Like, yeah, new third cycle curse. We didn't know how it was going to appear. I told you, yeah, it's going to appear somewhere. I just don't know how. Is it going to be where Ethereum doesn't hit 10K, or it fools everybody to flipping and doesn't? There's going to be some sort of trap, some trick. Bang, look what ends up happening. It's ETH BTC at 0.04. You know what I found interesting? A lot of the times when we think of a trap coming, it's always like, no, there'll be a trap later. There'll be a trap later. Everyone's always thinking, no, be much later. But no, the trap's actually like about to happen, what I've noticed. And this is disgusting for it to come back to hit ETH BTC 0.04. Like, that marks 75% down from that 2017 high, man. So, yeah, man, I've got a couple of videos coming out, friends. We've got to go through a lot of things. Now, the most important part of all, so I've just shown you this. Okay, we've had buyers step back in to push Bitcoin back in the range. Japan confirms it's minus 28% down. You see all these big, huge crashes everywhere. And the stock market, which I'll quickly check right now. See, the US poop coins, the Russell 2000. Unfortunately, friends, remember I said, well, it's got to keep going up, but it did a U-turn. So there you go. Russell 2000, here you go. You were a bit of a fake out, you little bitch, aren't you? But this is standard 4-year cycle when it's meant to do its push up. It's October. But I don't know how it's going to happen. Can it even do that? We'll see. Now, this is the S&P 500 chart, friends. I know because it's 4 hour and there's gaps and stuff. You can't see much. But yeah, these are like horrific. Like bang, all these big drops. S&P 500, 8, 9, 10%. The fear got so much, friends. There's a VIX index, which or hopefully you know what the VIX is. The VIX is, friends, just a measure of basically fear. They basically calculate, I think, from the puts, how much are people paying for insurance. Like, for example, how much fear do you have? If the cost of fire insurance, or the cost of, let's say your neighborhood, let's say the cost of house insurance in case you get robbed, let's say it's like $1,000 a year. Okay. What if one year it shoots up to like $8,000? You would think, oh my gosh, people are really worried they're going to get robbed this year. Really worried. Well, it's the same thing in the stock market. When people buy the puts, they buy insurance on the way down. They're really, really, really scared. And that number, it spiked and it went absolutely ballistic. Absolutely nuts. It hit 65. Friends, 65 is literally zombie virus levels. That's how much fear it had. The last time we had this type of fear, you have to go back to what? This is GFC. Literally, the world died. Literally, the economy died. This is the third largest in history, this event. Third largest in history, this big spike, bang. And now, glad like it's retraced 50%. But you just get to see everybody had this fear about Japan. They even priced in, friends. There was a 60% chance to hit. I don't know what it is now. 60% chance that the US Fed was going to do an emergency rate cut in the next 7 days. And if you check the FOMC expectations, they're expecting the rates to be 1.25% lower by December. December. So basically, they got to cut like 1.5. And like, yeah, they probably got to give the interest rates back down to 3 or 4. What does that mean for crypto? Well, yeah, I told you. We already know this, friends. Okay, when they cut rates, it ain't good. It means things have cracked. The economy's cracked. Let's see how far we can go without blowing up. Now, baby dolls. The most important things, I've shown you the volume nodes. We've had a very high liquidation day. We are recovering. We need a lot more to push through, okay? And looking at the charts now, the Bitcoin weekly super trend is literally back in the green. So I have to give this a tick of friendship. Actually, let's make it 2 ticks of friendship, friends. Actually, you know what? Let's go for 3. Let's go for 3. 3 ticks of friendship. We are back. We are back above this $52,000 zone. When we flipped red, I was like, man, I was making updates and videos like, uh-oh, friends, we've flipped red, but we got to get back above 52K by the end of this week. Otherwise, like statistically, it's the best case scenario is bear market for 8 months. That's the best case. But we're not there. And obviously, got to remind you that, because this is the thing, friends, we are doing the Mt. Gox Ponzi fractal. All right, we are. It really does look like we are. And there are a lot of these false alarms. This was the post-Bitcoin halving crash. False alarm here. Look, it goes, oh, and they're like, oh, we're just going to go up. And then here it happens again, and then again, and again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4, friends. 4 times Bitcoin goes under it. Here's the 5th time. All right, here's that 5th time, friends. 5, 6 times. And on the 7th, wow, 6 false alarms. What did I tell you? The only way, friends, I'll say this from the bottom of my heart, and I'm wearing fluffy slippers right now too. And I've got a fluffy microphone for you. Literally the only way to make it is to believe. There is nothing, absolutely nothing that can help you cheat this. Nothing. It's literally, oh my gosh, I have to believe so hard. Altcoins, thrashed, liquidations everywhere. People dumping coins for like $40 and they have to rebuy back in later, which they will, you'll see, and they'll embarrass themselves. The only way to make it is truly to believe that, okay? And when are we going to wait for this ultimate top euphoria? I don't know, man. Maybe it's going to be really clear, friends. We'll see. Now, the most important thing of all, friends, so people ask me, Somi, how do you know we go up? Like, people just drawing squiggly lines. I go, friend, I don't know anything. I know you know that. All right, I love and appreciate you, by the way. Like, subscribe. I'm wearing a bull hat here for you. Moo! Okay, how do we know anything can go up? The global liquidity index, friends. There is an indicator you can actually put on trading. If you remember, it's not a chart, it's an indicator. So you click on the indicator button, you type a global liquidity index. You see this green line? I've changed it to green. It's actually been going up. You see that? Now, this is the chart on TradingView Live. But friends, when you go onto it, you have to go into its settings. You have to select all of these. This is the money supply of everything in the whole world. So whoever made this, oh my God, yeah. Whoever made this, I want to give him a hug. Oh, thank you so much, whoever did this index, man. They actually go to every single central bank. It adds all the money supplies. You don't need that much. Obviously, China and America is the most important. Everything else is small. But you just get to see this is the global liquidity index, friends, right? And it is ticking up. It's literally ticking up. That's great. So that's what we want to see. It's like literally heading in the right direction. That's what you want. See, it's not 2021 levels. No, but when we get up here, there'll be kindness and friendship. It's already ticking up. That's what we want to see. Look, this crypto's going down as the liquidity index is going up. Remember what the global liquidity index is. It's their balance sheet, friends, because that's how they print money. That's how they print money. So you go, the Federal Reserve System, the Treasury General Account, repurchase agreement. Friends, see all these words are just to show you. See all these are just, friends, see these words? They're just garbage. It's 3-letter words. It's literally, they have an Excel sheet and they just rename it something new. It's like, okay, box 1, box 2, box 3. When they want to print money, they go, oh, whenever you print money, you just put it in box 1 or 2 or 3. You go, no, 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 no. Have you heard of box 4? They're like, oh, box 4, what's in box 4? You go, wow, box 4. It's got a secret thing in there. Friends, they literally go to Microsoft Excel. They go, hey, this now is named box 4. And then when they print the money, they just send it to box 4 before they send it to the box 1, 2, and 3 again. I promise you, that's literally what they do. Okay, when you see all these like, no, it's the credit spreads and this banking system. No, wrong. Okay, it's literally number go up when they print money. That's it. They print money, you move it around. So it's literally, it's like you're an alcoholic and you pour alcohol. Someone's like, hey, did you drink out of that bottle? No, I didn't drink out of that bottle. I poured it into this plastic cup. Then I put the plastic cup into this little apple juice box. Then I put the apple juice box into this other can. Then I drank the alcohol from the can. So I did not drink it from the bottle. Okay. And that, friends, it sounds funny to even say that, but that's actually true. That's literally 1-for-1 what they do. But if you want to know why do they even say that? It's because they don't want it to be inflationary. Okay, they don't want you to know what they're doing. So they have to just keep changing the word because they want you to think, oh, let's go back to normal. Okay, they fixed it. They fixed it. What's this thing? Okay, they fixed it again. We'll just go back to normal because they don't want you to know what does fixing it really mean for the population. It means they robbed their purchasing power and they made them pay a tax. They don't want you to think like that. Okay, they don't want you to ever think like that. That's why, maybe they throw in a bit of a UFO invasion story or another UFO video or something else to go out here to distract everybody. That's why these things sometimes be a bit planned because, friends, it all comes down to the money printer. Ultimately, at the end of the day, you know this. So the great news is, friends, of course, we'll play some angel music, just praying for these green candles, which you still have, waiting for these green candles. So we've had this market mass sell-off, fear liquidation event. It is irrational because you're seeing this, look at this, like that global liquidity index rising, friends. It's literally like, why are you going down when they're making more supply of the coin over there? That's pretty much it. But you might say, oh, hey, but in fear events, this happened, yeah. But you're like wondering, like, wait, you keep making more supply of the coin over there. So why are people dumping scarce crypto assets to grab the thing that you are making more of a supply of? Why are they doing that? Okay, literally, you own a farm, you only got 1 apple tree. All right, now you've just planted 100 apple trees and you've got 1 apple tree, right? But you planted 100 trees. They're about to pop up next season. I'm like, hey, take my Rolex and give me an apple from your apple tree. An apple. You're like, what? Why would you do that? You're like, the guy's about to have 1,000 apples. You know what I mean? He's not going to need a Rolex for his apple. He might just like require a bubble gum because he's got thousands more. It's the exact same principle going on here. Now, I made this post here, friends. I said crypto can go F itself because this is literally it, what we're feeling. We're just getting it copped in the nuts. Ha! So that's literally everything that's been going on. That's markets, man. Everything's still down after 3.5 years down. Look, I know we've got to learn lessons, man, because look, that euphoria, by the way, was it? Did you get any signs to sell? No. Now, here's the thing. There were signs, but 95% of people are not in the coins that went up the most. They're not in the unicorn. So they never click sell. That's what I learned from the past. I learned from going back in each cycle and studying this meticulously. Okay, I'm here 18 hours a day here for you. I realized, wait a minute. There were signs to sell. This is the tops of the market cycles, not now. Okay, there were signs to sell at the tops. Why didn't everybody sell? And I realized, oh, okay, it's not because they're stupid. It's because their coin, right, was underperforming and only the unicorns were thrown in their face. So everybody said, well, this unicorn's up 250x Doge. Doge hit 85 billion market cap. They go, what's your coin? Oh, your coin's only 8 billion. Right? You haven't even gotten started. You're only up a 5x. You've got another 10 to go. Doge is a useless coin in 2021. It does nothing. Therefore, you should be 80 billion too. If Doge hit it, you can hit it. See how logical and rational it is? Because, hey, you have fundamentals. You're building something. You've got a white paper. You've got a team behind it. It's solid. There are people who accept you. It's listed on more exchanges. What ends up happening? That's the top. That's the top. All right. It's a tough game, friends. It's a tough game. Okay, so I hope you're learning. You're learning over time. We'll go through more of this later on. Right now, we just need time to heal. This is the Bitcoin crash table. Shout out to Charlie Bubileo, who posts all these. Okay, so this is the Bitcoin one, 33% decline. And now we need a 50% return to the high. I don't like this return to the high stuff because like it makes you feel like bearish. This is stock market people talking. They're like, oh no, you've got to rally 300% get to high. But just shut up. Just shut up. You know, we're here for the up only Ponzi. I don't want to see this stuff. Okay, so all these declines, friends. Obviously, we've had worse ones, 94%. But these, don't worry about these. But Bitcoin actually went up. These are not counted. Okay, because Bitcoin, look at this. Bitcoin, see, oh, you're down 85%. Yeah, bro, but you went up 100x in your cycle after that point. This was literally Bitcoin hitting $170. You did 100x. You went to $20,000 after that point, okay? This is really what you should be looking at, okay? This 78% was bear market stuff, okay? So, and this 84% was a bear market. So you can also remove 84%. Why? Because you just had a big bull market, okay? Because you went up 100x, so you drop 84%. And here, you went up 20x from last cycle's low, so you can remove this 78%. So you deserve a 78% after you go up 20x. That's another way to look at it. So now we are within the normal realm of drops. 33, 39, 41, 30, 31, 34, 55, 33. There you go. So we've had a standard drop. A standard drop. And you're probably wondering, hey, Simon, I can see that we had a standard drop. What do you mean by a standard drop? Well, friends, I went around in the midst of the turmoil and I watched the influencers as they were popping up. I'm not going to say all their names, of course. I watched a lot. And I was like, wait a minute. You're all calling for a bear market? Yeah. They're all saying, no, de-risk, time to get out. Time to get out now. You just got to get out. This is the stuff. This is, it's going to be a bear market. It's going to be a bear market. They kept saying bear market. I'm like, bear market? I would like to go see the numbers, sir. And I went and checked them. I'm like, wait a minute. What? This is standard number dip. What would a bear market be? But I know, man, it's just... what I tell you, man, only the strongest alive. That's it. Strong, and you got to be strong in the heart, strong in the mind. That's it. Strong in the heart. That's the only way to make it. They're all saying bear market, bear market, bear. I'm like, okay, if you're all uttering it, okay, sweet. I'll tell you right now, not a single one of them said there was a chance of a bear market this year a few months ago. Not a single one. Not one. Not one. All right. Not one. And you were here. The most bullish news of all, friends. I have to get, it gets juicier as my show progresses, right? Jim Cramer continues being bearish. Now, friends, yesterday, as the crashes were happening, Jim Cramer kept being bearish, and I kept alerting everybody. And so if you're new, you think it's a joke. But if you've been following me since 2022, then you know that I've actually made big composites of Jim Cramer's. He's like inverse Oracle God rate is through the roof. Okay, it's not 50-50 with all these calls and stuff. No, but his macro moves, they are absolutely godlike wrong 100% of the time. And every time we've sat here, friends, I faded. You remember that time I faded him? Do you remember that time I faded him? I got my ass handed to me. I go, well, I think he's wrong about this. I think he's finally going to be right about this one. Nah. It was when Bitcoin, after the Bitcoin spot ETF, went from 48K down to 38K, and he said, Bitcoin number go down. And he said it 5 times. And when he said it 5 times and Bitcoin went back to 42, I said, guys, okay, I know Bitcoin's an ETF Trojan horse. I know we're going to get screwed somewhere. But my gosh, I've never seen him be bearish on one thing 5 times in a row. This can only mean we either are going to Doomtown or we're going to break the high again. And then we did broke the high. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Jim Cramer. What did he say now? This relentless selling breeds false explanations for selling. This feels very much like margin selling off of Japan. Still, if you buy for a bounce, it could be, as I tell, might be short-lived. So he's pretty much blasted drunk. So Jimmy, he gets really drunk, man. If you've seen him on, he's always smashed. Now, interestingly enough, he said this at the literal lows of the S&P 500. Yes. Jimmy. This is the full chart of the S&P 500, fans. So yes, he's talking about this zone, right? He's talking about literally here. He's saying if you buy for a bounce, it's only going to be short-lived. So usually if he says something like that, I don't know. That'd be funny if we go back up. But it wasn't just that post. It was many other posts. He even mentioned crypto in another one, which I'll show you shortly. He basically said, like, he goes, notice how gold and Bitcoin moved, because gold only went down 2%. Bitcoin was down 18% for the day, for one day, okay, which is destruction. And he was basically saying, oh, don't buy Bitcoin at $49,000. It bounced 12%. So, you know, as we progress, friends, we're always going to be looking at these, like, different signals and stuff and people appearing. And we only can make probabilities in our mind. We don't really know anything. But is Japan going to be how we all enter a bear market? It didn't feel like, oh, man, it's not meant to be that. It's not meant to be that. But the price was so low. I was like, man, that's gut-wrenching for all these altcoins, man. Like, this is disgusting, friends. Like these devastating round trips. Look at ChainLink, for example, friends. ChainLink fucking hell went down 63%. You come back to your freaking bear market price zones. Oh, man, there's so much turmoil. Good news, though, if you want to check out the PulseChain community, and it's kind of good news, is that PulseChain already dumped a crap load before the market. So people started their frame of reference on the dump, and they go, oh, wow, we're strong, which is great. Yeah, it's just that we'd already done the damage. We were already down 82%. You see, for example, ChainLink was only down 40%. So then ChainLink gets murdered. Okay, but you were already down 80%. ChainLink was only down 40% from its range high. So, yeah, you don't move when it goes down. Does that mean we move up faster? I don't want to jinx it because that's exactly what we said last time. Yeah, it looks like the good thing is, right, we've known this, friends. It's a range mode. Liquidations are done. Mass events are done. Everybody holding PulseChain ecosystem, they're pretty much, you can tell they're super strong hands now. We're welcoming any price relief from anything. Everything's just pretty much horrible. Richard Hart's been copping it hard on Twitter. He even actually made the post as well. Everybody was just quoting his top buy of Ethereum as it was happening. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, friends. I mean, I can't do anything in terms of like swaying people's opinion. But I'll just tell you now, like it's up here and it's down 45%. It's a tough game. On one hand, like we know, man, we're playing the whole cycle. We are playing the whole cycle. That's one thing. And another thing, honestly, friends, look, if Richard hears this or anybody hears this, I just want to explain to you why people are throwing a bit of salt in the wound. It's because you shat on EHEX, and now people are thinking, oh, you know, I wonder if you could have rescued EHEX a bit if you didn't buy the top of a 6 green monthly candle rally. This was Bitcoin does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green monthly candles, and then it drops 45, 50% from there. That's what people are thinking, okay? So whether it's right or wrong, friends, like I said, Richard could have a grand plan. His grand plan is like, what they don't know is I was just shaking them out, and I'm going to pump EHEX anyway. So that could be it. But if we're playing in a world where we don't even know what's coming around the corner because it's no expectations for everything, okay, well, when you tell people, I've got the greatest thing ever, but you can't expect anything, then the only thing people can do is speculate. Literally the only thing they can do. And then also the Karim stuff, I mean, I hope Karim is able to get out on the bail and stuff. Shout out to Uni Anderson for helping him. Yeah, it's been very, very controversial out there. He's the poster boy for hex staking, and like, yeah, it's been tough, friends. Obviously, it's been tough. But what do we do? I mean, like, what do we do? Just keep holding as we have in the past, and we continue. You just got to remember, right? Every day, friends, we're in the trenches. Every day, we're in the trenches. Don't cheat your bags. We're in here fighting for higher prices, holding our memes, fondling our memes, believing in the memes. See, all the coins are down the exact same amount. We've had a reset. Once again, friends, like, I don't even need to show you the abominations of tech coins, do I? Like his Pui, for example. Pui, you are down, yeah, there you go, 80%. Actually, see, yeah, you're down 80% just like everything else. Just like, see, friends, all these new coins, VC tech coins, you're down 77, 80%. This is an amazing one. This is Athena. How much are you down, bro? You're down 83%. So, like, I can go on and on and on. I'm just like, wait, you're meant to be the VC tech coins. You're meant to be technology with a white paper and a team. We're meant to like be like, hey, you're going down the same as the memes. You literally just did this. We got the blood part. Where was the pump? Until I told you there was no pump, right? Because they opened too high, right? You're here for the growth. I'm here for the growth. Okay, you and I don't care if you buy a company that makes women's lipstick, friends. If they're selling it to you for $1, you'll buy the company for $1 because you know, oh wow, they're selling women's lipstick. Now, I don't use women's lipstick, okay? I don't do that type of stuff, but I know a couple of people like to eat them, okay? One of those secret fetishes, right? So you know there's a market out there for people who use lipstick and like to eat them secretly. So you think, wow, okay, I can make cash flow out of this. All right, sweet, that's your price growth. With memes, that's the same thing. Oh, look at this community, they're loud, you know? Oh, Pico on PulseChain, Dick with butt, Teddy Bear, Pete-Eye, right? Can it get to 1 cent? Then 10 cents, then $1. I'll see. You see these types of things. You can hear their megaphone going out. Very, very loud. Okay, they're loud megaphone. But like, okay, now the onus is on you. If you have a technology coin, bro, you're selling at 80% below OTC. So the market's adapted, man. It's not your friend Somi saying, oh, well, hey, everybody, think about this. No. I'm telling you, you have all come to this conclusion. Here is basically your truth and wisdom. I'm just telling you this, okay? Instead of like, I've basically like been able to reach inside your skull and just grab, right, with your consent, of course, just grab what you've been thinking. As a collective mindset of the markets, go, oh, we're just here for a short, good time, not a long time. But it's not because you're greedy or anything or because of anything else. It's basically because you learned. You go, oh, 99.99% of all coins die in a bear market anyway. So you've basically adapted to that. And you just got to see it with this liquidation event, friends. This is just one of many coins. I mean, like, check out like things like even Polkadot. Like everything's just down. Everything just got absolutely destroyed. Polkadot, 69% down after like not even rallying as well. You're 69% down just from this. I mean, like everyone talks about Matic. Let's check out Matic as well. There you go, Matic. Oh, wow. Matic went to new low. They down 88%. You're Matic, bro. Matic. Literally. Matic. You see, friends, everything's pretty much in that same camp, except a few coins. Now, this is BNB, Binance. You're only down 40%. You're back down 30%. So Binance is obviously super, super strong. And you can see one of the like greatest charts of all time, BNB, BTC. You can see this is like only that. So this is the 2021 high. So don't measure it up here. Measure it from the euphoria high in the bull market. It's only down 30% from the high, which is a godsend because every other coin is down 95% down here. So this is huge. So you have 7 times more Bitcoin value. And that's huge, man. You have 7 times more Bitcoin value in BNB or not. The coins that everyone wants to look at, friends, is Solana. Of course, Solana up here. You check it out. It went down, hit 40, 50%. But really, the real one you want to check out is that Sol-ETH ratio, where the ETH liquidations up here. Everyone thinks it's going to keep continuing up. And as you can see, friends, if you zoom in, because of the ETH liquidations, it did come up and did this strong pump up. What do you do from here? We need a recovery, bro. Recover and recover fast, please. I want to show you this, friends. I've got to make another video about the others BTC to update everybody, but I want to open this up to you so we can have fun and it's very interesting. I made this especially for you. Now, I actually went through Randy Boo's old posts, all right? So shout out to CryptoBanter Ran and shout out to everybody out there. Now, why I did that is never could you capture how people felt in a single sentence on this chart better than Randy Boo saying, what if there's no alt season? Okay, it was literally right here. That is Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. You see that right now? Okay, and actually I'm going to make a whole video about this, friends. Only buy tokens that would survive a bear market. So there's actually some deep hidden meaning about this, asking this question at this specific time. Now, if you go to today, Altcoin daily, altcoins are done. Okay, so this type of just mentality just summarizes everything. It doesn't mean whether they really think it or joke it. Don't worry about that. It's just that we know we feel like that. We feel altcoins are done, right? Now, I know I have this up only fractal thing from the past 2 cycles, but I'm just going to leave them there just so you know the timing or everything. But looking at it here, friends, it's sad because this is actually the first time ever altcoins have actually made a lower dump. A lower dump. See this one, it was at least uptrending after DeFi season. And this one is uptrending in 2016, these 2 cycles. This one actually, unfortunately now, it's actually, oh my gosh, you made a freaking low. Now we actually have to draw it. Like there's not even, just sad. Is it because we're like, going to diminish and stuff? It could be, but this is pretty much where we're at. If you want to see, yeah, it just needs more time. We're very, very, very far from an Altseason, which means you actually should be buying the most. If you have any DCA money, yeah, throw them in, but you can feel. Look, friends, I'll tell you right now, I started getting like really abusive comments from people, and I've realized the same people, they're abusive to me. Whether I say, oh man, crypto's a scam, so terrible. They hate if you say that. And they also hate if you say, if you have any spare money, this is the time you got to buy in. Okay, they're hating both of it. I realize, you just need like a Dr. Phil psychologist right now. So I'm seeing people, right, they're just hating no matter what. They're just coming out and hey. But, that's people lashing out. Like every little kid, you just got to get angry at something. I get it, man. I get it. We're dealing with everyone's livelihoods. And you have Raoul Powell doing 3-hour banana zone stuff. And then this thing happens and throws everything to a tailspin. I know it's tough. But just to show you what type of market we're in, friends. Intel, the company, their stock, friends, has gone nowhere for 27 years. Literally 27 years. I made charts, made posts about it. 27 years, it's gone nowhere. And I'm going to show it to you right now. I mean, this is the monthly chart, friends. You have, oh my gosh, wow, this is horrific, bro. You have gone nowhere since 1997. Oh, wow, my gosh, that's what, 27 years. Okay, you've gone nowhere for 27 years, and you're still down from the top 71% after literally like 20 years. And then it literally just dropped down again. Okay, sad. Now, wow, 35% in a month. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. And by the way, hey, that's a scam. No, friends. You learn this for crypto, okay? The time to get in was when no one knew what the hell a computer was. There's your 454x, okay? You buy when no one knows what the hell a computer is. And then when everyone starts to understand this tech stuff and cash flow, earnings, okay, now it's time to get out. There you go. Perfect example. No one knows what's a computer, what's a chip. Mainstream people don't understand. That's buying in the 70s, buying in the 80s, buying in the early 90s. 450 times your money. Then when the public understands what a computer is, that's going to be crypto. I understand how we can make cash flow earnings linked to bank accounts, credit card payments, and our cash flow and DeFi and all things are making money. Okay, when the average shoe shine kid is aware of cash flow earnings in crypto, okay, it's time to get out. It's literally time to get out, and then you go look for something else. But that might be a decade from now, friends. It could be a decade. It could be the end of next decade. All right, so we have a long time to go. Now, remember Intel, friends. Intel. Look what the Intel CEO said. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths for your feet and be steadfast in all your ways. Look at the replier. Dog, it's over. Look at my CEO's tweets after that earnings calls. So he's basically saying, oh my God, I've longed this stock, hasn't gone up anywhere for 20 years, and the CEO is dropping Bible verses on Twitter. My gosh. It gives you that, like a comet's about to hit Earth, and the guy's just standing on top of like the building, and it's gone like really red in the sky, and he's like just flashing back memories, and he's like reading from the Bible or something. He's thinking like, the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh. Your soul will be looked after. Just stuff like that. It's the ending of the movie. The ending of the movie. You're about to get obliterated and the screen goes white. You don't want to be in a stock like that. Okay, you don't want to be in stock like that at all. Okay, you want to be in a stock where you're like, hey, the founder is a bit skits, right? The founder, I don't even know where he is right now. You want to be in something like that. There's too many unknowns. Too many unknowns means too much potential growth in crypto land. Okay, but in stocks, my gosh, it's a different world. Now, baby dolls, the last thing we're gonna do is I gotta remind ourselves that we're still very sad. We're still on our journey, friends. Our Pokemon journey. We're still on it. Every altcoin chart wrecked. They're all disgusting. It's time to buy now. Just go through everything. There's too many of them for me to go through. But I want to show you the power of friendship here. And that's helping us look forward as to what the market expects. Okay, so this is the US 2-year bond yield. All right, it is a daily chart. And you can see on the spikes down, we went as low as pricing in 3.6%. We're back down to 3.9. So it's about 1.5% rate cuts. So yeah, they're expecting the rates. Remember, the US is 5.5 today. That's 5.5. So today's is, I'll write it down, 5.5. And then right now it's saying, hey, you're going down to around 4. It's around 3.9. Okay, they might even go back down lower. So around 4. So there's about 1.5 expectations, and the Fed looks at the Fed follows that. So they're going to be slicing. Where do we go from here moving forward though? Because you're thinking, well, I mean, isn't doom about to come and everything? Yeah, but as I mentioned before, friends, doom does come, but you don't know how long stocks go up first before that doom comes. Okay, it changes a lot in that it could be 1 month, it could be 2 years. You don't know that. Okay, and then where does crypto fall into that? Well, all we can do is just pretty much look at the Bitcoin weekly chart. This is that 4-year fractal, friends. We're actually going to go through again right here now, actually. This is the 4-year fractal. Now, I know it looks, hey, look, I know it's nuts, man. Friends, we're literally exactly where we should be. Like, you're like, oh, no, we should be up here. No, we're like, you know, this is, you got to give it some leeway room. You know what I mean? We're like, wow, this is what happens, right? So in the previous fractals, right, we crashed first, then ran up, okay? But with us, we ran up first, Bitcoin ETF, and then crashed later. Retail is still due to arrive in September. I know it seems like it's so far an impossibility, but this is what we basically need to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen. No one knows, man. We'll see. How are you hanging in there, friends? Now, portfolio stuff. Hold. All right, what else are you going to do? Have the fundamentals changed? Think about that. Have the fundamentals changed? No. All right. I've just shown you all the coins. Go, oh, wait a minute. All those tech and safe coins, they are absolutely obliterated beyond imagination. Again, this whole industry is a scam. Yes. So I want you to know that, friends. This whole industry is a freaking scam. 99% of coins drop 99%. They only enrich the founders, the early inside cabal people. And more people know that. But there's a twist to this story. We know how addictive and enticing the crypto casino is to enter. So even though we know it's one big giant scam, there's just tears and misery, and it hurts more people than it helps, which is actually, statistically, it's actually true. It hurts more people than it helps so far. Okay, that's because, unless we go and pump to the heavens. Okay, we're going to make another video about that. So it hurts more people than it helps so far for the past 3.5 years. Overwhelmingly, not even close. Okay, now, moving forward though, you have to make a bet. All right. Do you want to miss out on all those desperate people who think they're going to make it? I don't want to miss out on them, which means you keep holding, which means you believe that the non-believers, they're still out there. And you can actually tell there's a lot of non-believers. Even believers sold yesterday, friends. Even believers are out right now. Actually, not even sold. They're selling right now. I know that. Believers are out right now. Mainstream influencers, a lot of them. They said, hey, I've de-risked, I've sold everything. They got into a big portion of stable coins. They just want to buy when it feels better. They want to go buy the tops of another big rally and then sit through another knee-jerk somewhere, but they just want more certainty. You're never going to get that, man. You never get that. Okay, so that's where we're moving forward to, though. We're moving forward into a world where first these believers, they got to get back in. Maybe they buy when Bitcoin's back above 60K. We get those believers in, okay? Then the non-believers, we're playing for another day, okay? But first we're going to get those believers in. We'll see how the next, couple of days plays out. I'm going to be here with you every step of the way. Like, subscribe, belly button, or catch you in the next one.